Everybody hates the honey-do list, but we all get them from time to time. I'm going to give you one for making sure you winterize your boat properly. Stick around to find out more. Hi, I'm Sean from Let's Go Lessons in Boating. I want to go through a very basic checklist of the things that you must do for your boat each and every fall before it goes away for winter storage. Now, this list is going to be based on what we would call cold weather storage. This is a list of things you need to do that are in order of the things that will cost you the most amount of money and cause you the most amount of grief next season. Must-haves. Item number 1. Make sure there is no water in the block of your Sterndrive, IO, or inboard engine. I can't tell you how many times we've had customers in the fall who have brought us their boat and left it a little bit too long and had a couple cold nights in a row and had engine damage. It's very easy for it to happen. So if you are winterizing your own boat or having a marina do it, make sure they drain all the water from the block, the manifolds, fuel coolers, or any other collection points on board, and get that all out of the block so that it doesn't damage and freeze. It can cause thousands and thousands of dollars of damage if this isn't done. You may also want to chase it with a little bit of antifreeze just to make sure that it pushes out any water that's in low-lying areas. And where there's a drain point, that is often a place where debris, sand, silt, rust can collect. So it's also a good practice to make sure you poke something through those holes to clear the debris and make sure all the water in fact does drain out. Must-have number 2, the same thing but for components on your boat. You're going to want to make sure that all the water is drained from, on towboats, the ballast systems, the heater systems, on fishing boats, out of the live wells, on cruisers, out of your water system, ice makers, anything that is going to have water in it. You're going to want to make sure that's all flushed out and either blown out with compressed air or chased with antifreeze so that you don't have any freeze damage. Must-have number 3, if your boat has a lower unit, either an outboard or a Sterndrive IO, at the very minimum, you're going to want to crack the bottom drain and pull it out slightly and make sure there is no water or moisture in the lower unit lubricant. This is a bare minimum. All water will settle to the bottom as oil or fuel floats to the top of water because it's lighter. So if there is any water in your lower unit, you'll see it come out right away. And if you see that, you want to drain the lower unit completely, but more on that later. Must-have number 4, fuel stabilization. Fuel quality is terrible. And if you want to see a video on that, check out this video here. So you're going to want to stabilize the fuel, and ideally you do it on the last run of the year, where you put in stabilizer to the fuel tank and you take your boat for a quick run or on your last run of the year to make sure that stabilized fuel gets into the engine. Must do number 5, remove the hull drain plug. Over the winter, moisture can build either through condensation or if it happens to get some rain on it or snow melt, and it will pool up in the bottom of the boat if you don't remove the drain plug and can cause serious damage either through freezing or from water getting into electronic components. Must do number 6, charge your battery or make sure that it is fully charged and either disconnect the negative or positive leads or remove the battery from the boat completely. If you want to know more on this topic, check out this video here. Must do number 7, make sure your boat is covered if you get snow in your area with either shrink wrap or a reusable winter grade cover with supports, or ideally put it inside. The cover that comes with the boat, either the mooring cover or the snap-on bow and cockpit cover, is not designed to carry a snow load. Those were all the must-dos. Now the should-dos. Should-do number 1, change your oil and filter in your 4-stroke engine, either IO or Sterndrive or Outboard, before it goes into long-term storage. If you want to know more about why, check out this video here. Good to do number 2, while you're checking your lower unit for moisture, just go ahead and change it out. If you put on more than 20 hours on your boat in a given season, you're going to want to drain and remove all of that lower unit lubricant and put fresh stuff in there in the fall. Good to do number 3, go through your boat completely and remove all things that could hold moisture or be chewed by animals. Towels, bathing suits, PFDs that could be moist. Anything that's going to hold moisture or possibly be chewed or get damaged by mold and mildew, remove it from the boat. If your seats can be propped open to allow a little bit of airflow through them, that's best to do as well. Good to do number 4, Do a complete exterior clean, including the hull. And if it's a fiberglass hull, you're gonna wanna use an acid wash if it's sat in the water all season long. If your boat has been on a lift or on a trailer all season, you can totally skip this part. Good to do number 5. Inside the boat before it's covered for winter, put in some rodent repellent and also some moisture collectors like No Damp to pull any moisture out of the air while it's in storage and also to keep the mice away. Good to do number 6. Let's figure out what routine maintenance items or repairs should be done over the winter to have a more enjoyable spring. Either by going through your manual, researching online, or talking to your dealership, you should find out if there's any routine maintenance items that are coming due or any repairs that are potentially coming up on your boat that you should have done in the off season so you'll have a more problem-free spring. So I'm sorry, I just gave you a honey-do list. But if you go through this list each and every fall, you'll have a lot less problems next spring.